Kreel Hutchinson's focus has been on health and wellness for the last 20 years. He doesn't look like he's old enough for that, but for the last 20 years. And much of that time has been invested in organizing successful communities and teaching business development to health-conscious entrepreneurs like us. Kreel is a certified yoga teacher whose passion for optimizing both health and consciousness has flourished in the project he's going to be telling you about tonight. So please welcome our friend from the North, Kreel Hutchinson.
Yeah,
Kreel?
Thank you so much for being here, Kreel.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Michael, for that wonderful, warm introduction. Nice to meet all of you. So yeah, I'm really excited to be here. When Laura suggested this idea, I thought it was wonderful. It's really been my mission for the last 10 years now to help people understand the great mystery of water and how it is really this element in our lives that has such an impact on our health. And it also has this wonderful opportunity, as you're going to see tonight, to really transform and help other people. So just sit back and relax. I'm going to take you on a little tour of a presentation that I call Water, the Great Mystery. And this actually started with me watching a video. It's actually a documentary that you can I really recommend you find. It's called Water, the Great Mystery. And this was done about 10 years ago. And in that video, maybe even longer, 15 years ago, in that video, world-renowned scientists came together and they started to study the incredible element of water. In it, they found some very unique things. They found that it's a living entity. It found that it actually contains information. It's like having a hard, every water molecule is basically a mini computer. It's holding energy, it's holding information, it's holding emotions, it's able to absorb it and transmit it. There's so many things happening that through that discovery, they realized that the water that most of us are in contact with actually has lost many of these key characteristics that would be contained in something called living water. And living water offers superior therapeutic and hydration results for really optimizing health and longevity. And I'm going to explain those tonight. The people in Japan, where this technology comes from, really studied water, and they started to realize there are some unique places on the planet where this living water occurs naturally. And they created a breakthrough technology called alkaline ionized restructured water, which is really starting to become a kind of a must-own as one of the health hacks around the planet. It's also revolutionizing the water industry and leading the way in green technology, because I'm sure you're all aware of just the plastic issue that we have with single-use plastic drinking water. And then whenever you're able to solve really big problems, you actually create a wonderful opportunity to be part of a business opportunity. And I'm going to explain a little bit of that tonight. So here's the purpose of this presentation. We're going to tell you some really important facts about hydration. We're going to give you the benefits of our product, the technology. We're going to give you some of the company highlights so you can kind of see who is presenting to you and where is this coming from. Then we're going to introduce you to an online business opportunity for those that were interested in expanding their current income stream in their life. And then the fifth element is how to get started. So once again, my name is Kreel Hutchinson. I'm a certified yoga teacher and nutritionist. I've been really, my life's passion since I was 20 years old has been studying health, meditation, yoga. I'm really interested in how to optimize health with consciousness so that we can really get the most out of the human experience and be able to share that with other people. I've been 10 years in the project which is Enagic. Well, I'll introduce you to the company tonight. And I've climbed to be one of the top 250 leaders in the global company. So it's been a really rewarding personal and professional experience for me. I'm a co-owner of Baja Biosana, which is a retreat center in Mexico. It's a beautiful 30 acres piece of property that I share with some international breath workers and a healing center. It's pretty amazing. And through this business, we've helped over 2,500 families and have over $5 million in team sales, which really just shows that we've been really good at helping people improve their health, their wealth, and their lifestyle freedom. So let's get right into it. the human body is made up of about 75% water, which is interesting because this ratio is also how much water there is on the planet. There's about 75% of water in the oceans and compared to the land mass. So different organs in our body all have different levels of water. But the key thing is that we all know hydration is super, super important for optimizing the human experience. Basically, it's the one thing we can all do that's really very, very simple, and we all need it in order to survive. Unfortunately, the quality of drinking water has dramatically changed in the last 25 years. We have more chemicals, both in the air and agricultural applications. They're seeping into our waterways. Cities are recycling water, and the quality and access to really great water has diminished. There are four things that you need to be aware about, which will really determine the quality of your water. Really, if it fits into that, the scientists discovered in Water, the Great Mystery, if it's living water. One is the purity, how clean it is. Number two, does it have an electrical charge? Number three, the molecular size and structure. And number four, its pH or alkalinity. And so I like to tell people, because a lot of people are uncomfortable drinking their tap water these days, so they're moving towards having bottled water. And we all know, purified water, reverse osmosis water, and water stored in plastic is devoid of minerals. It's acidic and it leaches the plastics, which is really causing a lot of health issues for today's people. And it's also creating a huge environmental. So one of the things that I really love about this project is just supporting green technology, which you're going to hear a lot more about as we move forward here. So what's so special about the water technology I'm going to introduce you tonight? Well, it's actually been a medical device in Japanese hospitals since 1975. So that's 46 years, right? The Japanese medical system is the '1 healthcare system in the world. Their philosophical approach to medicine is all about prevention. Whereas we in North America, in Canada, and the United States, we really focus on a pharmaceutical model, which is excellent at providing drugs and surgeries and really kind of keeping people alive, but it's not so effective at the preventative side, which is really where I'm sure all of us who are joining here tonight have an interest in natural healing, in optimizing, life, which happens well before we get sick. So this water is called Kangen water, which is a Japanese word which means return to origin. And what the Japanese are essentially doing with this technology is they're returning it to living water, which would naturally find in nature in some really amazing places. There are three main properties to Kangen water. Number one, it's full of antioxidants, which is also known as a hydrogen-rich water. It's also alkaline, or some people like to call it alkalized, which has alkalizing benefits to the human cells. And the third main property is it's super hydrating, and that's due to its electrical charge and reduced water. And so we're going to explain all three of these characteristics so you can really see the magic and the great mystery that water has. So years ago, when I got introduced to this, I had never considered water to be an antioxidant. I was familiar with goji berries, spirulina, superfoods. My fridge is full of them. Me and my wife really like to optimize our health. But when I got introduced to this water technology, I had never considered that water could actually be an antioxidant. And the scale that you see on your screen, the oxidation reduction potential, is actually a scientific measurement, which we can measure liquids to see if they contain antioxidants, which would be good for you, and that would actually give you a negative score, or do they contain free radicals, which are going to create oxidative stress, which is actually a positive score. So as you can see on the slide, on the positive side, you have bottled water, reverse osmosis water, distilled water. That's all at about a positive 300. Then you have sports drinks, tap water, sodas. It can go from anywhere from positive 400 up to positive 700 when there's a lot of chlorine in the water. So this is very, very oxidizing. And on the negative side, this is where we see vitamin C, which is known to be a fantastic antioxidant. This will be about a negative 50. Green tea, world renowned by the Japanese and Chinese cultures, are about a negative 80. Then you have fresh fruits and vegetables, cod liver oil, maybe fitting in around negative 200. where the water that we create in our systems actually starts at about -400 and can go all the way up to -800. So what the heck does -400 really mean? Well, if you have 1 liter of water, let's say even a half a liter will do it. A half a liter of water drinking out of our system, you're going to receive more antioxidants in that half liter than you can possibly consume eating a really good diet in a 24-hour period. But most people are going to drink lots more than 1/2 liter a day. So let's say you drink 3 to 4 liters, 3 liters a day. Now you're starting to get more antioxidants in one day than you could possibly eat in 5, 6, 7 days. Antioxidants are the #1 selling healthcare product in the world because they slow down the aging process. They reduce oxidative stress. They combat free radical damage, right? Here's an example. The most oxidized condition that we know about right now is cancer. Very, very rusting effect for the body. We want to actually slow down this aging, this rusting effect by consuming massive amounts of antioxidants. Well, I found out, and I'll share with you, it is so much more effective to drink water that's an antioxidant than picking out the right fruits and vegetables, digesting it, assimilating, and extracting the antioxidants from it. We're really not that effective in our digestive system. Whereas with antioxidants, it's an instant hit. So that is property #1, a massive antioxidant. Property #2 is it's alkaline. You'll see the ABCs of the acid-alkaline balance. On the left side, the acidic side, you go from 0 to 7, which is neutral, and 7 to 14, which is very alkaline. Now, our blood is 7.365, so we're naturally slightly alkaline creatures by nature. We have some alkaline organs and we have some acidic organs, but the blood maintains the overall health of the body, being slightly alkaline. Now, when we're young, we are very alkaline. We heal quickly. We smell sweet. We have not much inflammation, and we're really able to function much more in the world. As we start to age, we start to become more acidic. We start to break down, and we start to really show the signs of this aging effect. Now, with our water system, we actually produce 3 alkaline waters. We would produce KANGEN water 8.5, 9, and 9.5. And we usually get people to start at 8.5 to slowly introduce this water, which will have several cleansing reactions, which we'll talk about in a moment. This is a logarithmic scale. So when you move from 7 to 8, it's times 10. 7 to 9 times 100. 7 to 10 times 1,000. And it also works in the opposite way. Most people are consuming tap water, bottled water, or beverages in today's world, which are very acidic. And this is creating more aging at a faster rate inside the body. Drinking an alkaline water, which is created from all the antioxidants, which is actually hydrogen. We don't add any minerals to our water. It's actually a hydrogen-rich water. This creates more alkaline buffers in the body, which will then combat all of this acidic conditions that we have. Stress causes acid. And this will use up these bicarbonate buffering process. So let's break it down and keep it real simple. Whenever you have an acidic response or eat an acidic meal or go for a long strenuous exercise, you create an acidic response inside the body. Well, the body is going to look for bicarbonate buffers, basically alkaline minerals or something that it can use to create something alkaline to mix it with the acidity so it neutralizes this effect, keeping our blood at 7.365. Well, if you're not giving your body the right amount of alkaline bicarbonate buffers, the body starts to leach it out of your bones, your connective tissues, your joints, and slowly over decades. You don't really notice it when you're 30, maybe a little bit more when you're 40. When you're 50, it really starts to show 60 and 70. We start to realize that we're becoming more frail in our body. Why is this happening? Because we're losing out on these mineral content because we've been using it to neutralize the acidity that is caused by our food, soft drinks, the aging process, all of this. So negative ions, restructured water increases these biocarbonates and it neutralizes the acidity. So this is one of the major advantages of our water. The third main property, and we probably have all heard about this because our doctors have been telling us for years, we all need to drink more water. Dehydration is the biggest enemy of the person trying to achieve optimum health. Restructured water is smaller, wetter, less surface tension, and super hydrating. This quote was by Dr. William Agri, who's a Nobel Prize for discovering the aquaporins. He discovered how water actually gets into cell tissues. And through all of his research, he realized that living water, which is this restructured, ionized, alkaline water we're talking about tonight, is much more effective at hydrating the body. Research has shown that 75% of the population are chronically dehydrated. We're simply not drinking enough water, and the water that people are drinking is acidic and oxidized, so it's not even very good for people, and people tend to drink less of it when it doesn't taste so great, right? So the key is not how much water you're drinking, but how much water you are absorbing at a cellular level. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about electrically reduced water, which is ERW. And this electrically reduced water takes your regular water molecules, which are about 15 to 20 in size, and they have a higher osmotic pressure, which limits the penetration into your cell tissues. So imagine on a hot day, you're drinking lots of water and you're feeling kind of bloated. Well, that water is not absorbing into the cells. It's actually getting stuck in the stomach. What we do with those, let's call them snowball size water molecules, we put those water molecules, the snowballs, through our water technology. We send an electric current over it, and we break down all of these water molecules so that they start to become snowflakes. And there are 5 to 6 water molecules. This has a much lower osmotic pressure, which increases the penetration and allows for easier absorption by the body. So all of a sudden, when you're drinking Kangen water, you're drinking it, you're not feeling bloated, and you really feel it being smoother and easier to drink. Here's a great way to look at it. So you've got a softball or a baseball, and you're throwing this water molecule up against your cell tissues. Well, it's so big that it's bouncing off the chain link fence. We take those snowballs, or we take those softballs, we break them down into marbles, and we throw marbles against the chain link fence, and they easily pass through. This is exactly what's happening when you're drinking electrically reduced water. And the reason I use this terminology is this is what the medical literature describes and refers to our product. The water that we produce, Kangen water, is actually in scientific papers known as electrically reduced water, ERW. Right? It reduces the water molecule size. It allows for greater penetration. So this is increased repair and waste removal. And it allows for better metabolic functionality. Also increases the supplements that you'd be taking with it. And most importantly, because I know you are all either practicing or have an interest in reflexology and other modalities around healing, that when you are cellularly hydrated, every other therapeutic process you do will have greater effect, because the cell, when it's hydrated, will pass electrically, conductivity is much higher. So if you're using EMF mats or you're having pressure points, that movement through the body is much more effective when the body is properly hydrated. Just imagine you're working with a client who is completely dehydrated versus somebody who's totally hydrated. Everything else about them is the exact same, the age, their symptoms, and so forth, but you have these two different extremes. What do you think will have greater results from your practice? Will the client who's hydrated actually feel the effects much more versus the one who doesn't? Well, we know that absolutely the cellular hydration level makes a huge impact in healing and repair. So let's review some of our main benefits, right? Proper hydration influences every biochemical and metabolic reaction in the body. Our Kangen water is a powerful antioxidant. It's hydrogen rich. So this reduces oxidative stress, and the alkalinity neutralizes the acidic symptoms that we're going to get exposed to in today's modern world, either from the food we eat or the stressful lifestyles that we live. It also increases brain, digestion, immune, nervous system, and lymphatic system functionality. Increased absorption leads to decreased inflammation in the body and a natural waste detox by the body. A friend of mine who introduced me to this technology, who's a wonderful health advocate, he had a presentation at his home the first time I saw this. And in that presentation, he told me, after describing these benefits and some of the symptoms that people have disappear, he suggested the solution to pollution is dilution. Inside the human body, our body stores toxins in fat tissues. So it's waiting for us to be hydrated. When we're hydrated, our lymphatic system, which works like a water slide, takes all of those toxins from our fat tissues and flushes it out. Well, guess what happens when 75% of the population are chronically dehydrated? The lymphatic system stops working, and we start to store excess toxins in our fat tissues, which can lead to obesity, a major issue that we're dealing with in North America. People start to drink Kangen water, and all of a sudden they get hydrated. The first thing the body wants to do is start to detox. So people will naturally lose weight. They'll have more trips towards the bathroom. They might even have a headache or some fatigue. They're going through a natural detox, all created by hydration and water. In my experience over the last 10 years, helping thousands of people discover this water technology, it is amazing to see how just changing your water can change your life. And with that, one of the real exciting parts, and I know, Laura and Michael are really on board with this, is really supporting a natural healing solution for humanity. Right? So people are dealing with health issues. Your clients, you're dealing with, lots of people that have different needs, right? They have metabolic acids, they're dehydrated, they're oxidized, they're having stress, they might have disease or chronic pain. They're looking for solutions. Well, the ultimate health solution, is it possible to replace medicine? Well, when you have a medical device like we do, ionized alkaline water, it's superior hydration, electrical-based antioxidants, improve recovery, and really optimize health naturally. Here's what I tell people. Kangen water doesn't actually cure a lot of the amazing testimonials that you'll find online about our technology. What Kangen water does, it creates the optimal environment inside the human body, full of antioxidants, alkaline, and superhydrated, where natural healing and optimizing the human experience can occur, which is the exact opposite from where disease and sickness occurs, which is an oxidated, acidic, and dehydrated environment. So we basically create a whole new environment that really supports the body to do what it's naturally designed to do, which is heal and to optimize. This incredible technology is approved as a medical device by the Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. This is the equivalent to the FDA and to Health Canada. So this is definitely not a fly-by-night operation. This has been around for 45 years. The first 20 years, you could only get access to Kangen water inside Japanese hospitals. The company did not go into business to make home units. They went into business to create a health technology that has been endorsed by 6,700 doctors. It's the only water ionizer endorsed by the Japanese Association of Preventative Medicine for adult diseases. And like I said earlier, the Japanese approach to medicine is about prevention. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we had 6,700 doctors in our healthcare system all decide on a technology that was going to keep people healthy rather than deciding to treat their symptoms after they came in? It's a completely different way of looking at how we're supporting people and how we financially are rewarded when you're either helping people stay healthy or helping people after they've gotten sick. It's currently used in over 400 Japanese hospitals and clinics. It's also now recognized as a medical device in the Philippines, and it's growing international recognition. When you have one of our systems, you really have a Kangen water factory, because with a push of the button, you can make 7 different types of waters. The most famous waters are our alkaline drinking waters, the 8.5, the 9, and the 9.5, right? This is what really drives therapeutic experiences for our clients and business partners. But we also make a clean water, which is just a neutral water on both sides. We also have a beauty water, which is a natural toner. This is 6.0 pH. So the top 10 layers of your skin are slightly acidic. The cosmetic industry is bottling up slightly acidic water, toner, adding fragrance to it and selling it for, $10 up to $50, $60. You can make as much natural toner with a push of the button directly from your tap into beauty water. We also have 2 very special waters. This is what really makes this a water factory. We make a strong acidic water, which is a very low pH of 2.5. This is considered a medical disinfectant. The medical name for this is actually hypochlorous acid, an FDA-approved preservative and disinfectant. So you can literally choose this water setting, make this water, and it will kill 99% of known bacteria, virus, and germs in under 60 seconds. This is the water the Japanese have been using for 45 years inside their hospitals for wound care, treating psoriasis, eczema, acne, for sterilizing medical equipment, for hand sanitizers, for clearing the throat, like gargling if you have sore throats, ear infections, eye infections. It does not burn or irritate the skin because it's literally just a very low acidic water. Just for your reference, anything below 2.7 is really the cutoff for anything below it will kill 99% of known bacteria. If you make a disinfectant that is 2.8, you're only killing 1%. So life cannot exist under this threshold of 2.7, so we make a 2.5. At the same time, we also make strong Kangen water, which is an 11.5 pH. This is really an incredible water, and we're going to send you all an email after this presentation so you can actually watch the demonstration, the video that I've made. And in that video, you'll see that Kangen water, this strong Kangen water, can emulsify oil. So it can remove your oil-based pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. You can go chemical-free in your home using these 2 waters, the 2.5 and 11.5. This is really an incredible product. It's the ultimate healthcare product and eco-friendly technology, and it's destined to be a common household appliance this decade. Enagic, which is the company's name, is also a huge commitment and has been recognized for its environmental impact. It received the Environmental Grand Prize for Outstanding Achievement in Environmental Sciences, awarded for outstanding contribution in the areas of natural conservation and eco-business. It is the greenest company in the entire industry, and the product supports a green and responsible way of life. We are literally, one of our goals is to eliminate single-use bottle plastics because it's terrible for people's health and it's terrible for the environment. We're leading in the way on getting chemicals out of people's homes so you can go chemical-free and be drinking water right from your source with the proper filtration and our water ionizing technology. So, based on all of this, here's what people have an option to. What's your game plan over the next 20 years? When you add up what people are consuming right now for bottled water or sports energy drinks or buying supplementations or cleaning products, if you do an equivalent over 20 years, people are going to spend about over $20,000. Whereas our technology, which comes in a full range, let's say it's about $5,000. The equivalent is uncomparable if you just do the math on the cost savings, but we're not even talking about the value that it's created for a person. The best part is Enagic has a wide range of products. They range from $2,000 all the way up to our commercial systems for $6,000, with most people financing our top units for about $100 to $125 a month with 0 down. So it becomes, for many people, they're already buying water or buying household cleaners, they can reduce that and move those savings over to this purchase. We have plans for people with high credit scores and people with low credit scores. Basically, if you're interested in getting a system, we can create a game plan for you to make sure that happens. At this point, some people are just happy being and looking at this from a customer point of view. But I know in tonight's presentation, we want to introduce you to the business opportunity because it allows you potentially to bring this multiple streams of income into your health or therapeutic brand, your business that you're either started or maybe you've been running for a little while. So I ask you, do you keep your business options open? If you said yes, then you certainly realize the world's circumstances are changing rapidly. And what was working 12 months ago is maybe not working today. And with so many changes in how we can do business face to face and this movement to the online space, what we have and what we're going to show you is really a very valid opportunity for somebody who's motivated to go beyond just their current situation, but really partner with something much bigger. Why did we choose to partner with Enagic? When I was talking to Laura and Michael at the beginning, they were really interested to know, of course, about the technology because they had interest for their own personal health, but they wanted to make sure that they were aligning with companies that have their same, belief systems, structures. And so Enagic is a 45-year-old privately owned company, debt-free from Japan. Right? They are an original equipment manufacturer, meaning they do all of the stuff producing and building the technology in a medical facility. They have 40 offices in 24 different countries, and they increased their revenue by 17% in 2020 in the United States alone. So while other companies were crumbling under the pandemic pressures, our company was thriving. Why? Because we were giving people two solutions, one to their health and one for their finances. The company has a 100-year business plan. We're 45 years into it. It's safe to say that Enagic will probably outlive all of us on this call, right? They are the leader in the water technology industry, and they have water ionizer gold standard. They really are seen as the industry leader with filtration and water ionization. Here's the advantage if you decide to partner with a company to share it with other people. There's nine ways to get paid. There's permanent ranking. There's a residual income plan, which was really appealing to me 10 years ago. We have 3 amazing product categories. There's already been 1.9 million systems sold, and we offer true global health and environmental solutions. So the company has enormous list of certifications that really allow us to stand apart. I'm not going to go too much into them, but I do want to stand out one, which is the 13485. This is a medical device. It takes a minimum of 14 years in order to be approved as a medical device in Japan. Compared to the United States, that's usually 4 to 7 years. So Japan is twice as long as other comparative, what we would think of as very top leading countries when it comes to medical advancements. So to get a medical device approved in Japan, and it has been for so long, really, I hope shows you that the engineering and the craftsmanship here is unlike anything else. We're also a AAA rating with the Better Business Bureau. We're a proud member of the Direct Selling Association. And we have the Water Quality Association Gold Seal for production. Here's how the money works. When you become an Enagic distributor, it's like opening up your very own water franchise. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Simply, if you want to purchase a product from the company will offer you a franchise license. Whether you want it or not, you can decide. There's no expectations. There's no extra cost for doing so. So if you decide to join and partner, this is a very unique business model, which is different than traditional MLM, which some people may have an issue with. Ours is a pure direct sales model. And as you can see, the difference, we kind of move away from this pyramid structure when it comes to compensation. And we talk about more like a real estate agent and their broker. Whereas the broker owns the business, and he has different agents that will be promoting houses and selling. The agents will make something, but the broker will always make something because they're opening the business. This is very similar to what our business model is. That's why it attracts so many professionals and also salespeople that are really familiar with the idea of this marketing approach that allows people to really build a business, even if they're not interested in building a team, but to build a sales business by just promoting the technology for themselves. I'm going to talk about, for your reference, the Kangen 8, which is one of our top sellers. It retails for $49.80 in the United States, but it can be easily financed for about $125. It comes with 8 points of commission. So we pay out like 8 pieces of pie whenever one of these systems are sold. Each pie piece is worth $340. So when someone buys a K8, the company will pay out $2,720 in commissions to either one person or 8 people. I was really excited about this because to get access to 56% of the commissions is very appealing in growing a business. So this is something where when you make a transaction, you make a sales, we're not talking about earning $20 or $30. We're earning $340. We're earning $680, $1,020, $1,360, $1,700, and $2,040. As your business grows and you make more referrals, your first 2 systems, you make $340. But on your third sale, you get a promotion, you earn $680. For me, 10 years ago when I was looking at this, I was $30,000 in debt. I was going nowhere fast. I had been in another business for 4 years where I was making about $1,800 a month, and I was exhausted at promoting nutritional products that I was only making $20 or $30 with. I saw this and I saw, one, an incredible product, an incredible trend that was just taking off. Helping people with their water is a very exciting industry to be involved with. And I saw substantial income. I jumped into it and it transformed my life in 12 months. Why? Because I went from making $20 to $30 to making $340 to $680. And I'll just show you real quickly how that works. If you join today and you make one sale and you sell someone a K8, you would make $340. On your second sale, you would make $340. The exciting part is if you introduce it to someone and they decide to make some sales or make some referrals, you would also earn $340 from any of the referrals that they give. So you can make on the direct sale, but you can also earn passively on the indirect sale. Your third sale, the company gives you a promotion. Now you're earning $680, which is pretty awesome to be making over $600 on your third sale. There was this data and research that was conducted a number of years ago that found that most bankruptcies and also divorces were caused from financial challenges that would have been resolved with an extra $500 a month in income coming into a family. We're not talking about a lot of money in order to really change people's buying power and the freedom in their life. On your third sale, you're making over $600. Pretty exciting. If you sold a system to your friend Jill, you make $680, and Jill turns around and sells 3 systems because she's had wonderful health success, and everybody in her family notices, and they all want to buy a system from her. So Jill would sell 3 systems. She'd make $340 on her first, $340 on her second, and $680 on her third. Because you had introduced it to Jill, you would earn $680 off all 3 of Jill's sales. So this is a way where you can benefit from helping somebody initially, but also supporting them to share the technology if they're inclined to do so. After 10 group sales, whenever you make a sale, you'll be making $1,020. Some people will just be happy customers. Some people will be natural sharers. They'll recommend the product to a few people, or people will see the benefits, and other people will be more active. Tonight, we're going to invite you, if you're interested in really growing a business and locking arms with myself and Laura and Michael, and really seeing what our community is about. If you decide to get serious, after 20 group sales, whenever you make another sale, you would make $1,360. Here's what happened to me. 10 years ago, when I got involved with this, I was really excited at getting a free system, which is 9 referrals. So I started the business and I started recommending it to other people. People had great results. Things started to take off. So I went from kind of a part-time hobby to getting a little bit more interested. On my 21st sale, I sold a system to a friend of mine and made $1,360. He was entrepreneurial. Although he said he wasn't looking for a business and he wasn't going to do the business, it turns out he kind of was. And so he ended up turning around and selling about 400 systems. I was making $1,360 override checks coming in my mailbox on the first 70 or 80 units. That radically transformed my situation. And I realized, hey, isn't it wonderful when you create a business opportunity where you get paid directly for your efforts, but you also get paid indirectly for the business efforts that I made in the past? This allowed me to create more freedom in my life, which is ultimately very important of what I'm looking for. And I'm sure you probably feel the same. At 50 group sales, you move up becoming a 5A agent, meaning you're making 5 out of the 8 points, which is now 1,700. And eventually your group makes 100 sales, you become a 6A, and you make 2040. Imagine making a sale and the company sending you $2,000 in a check. Now imagine the person that you sold it to, Kevin, turns around and sells 3 systems. Well, he'd make 340, 340, 680, but you'd make 2040, 2040, 2040 from helping Kevin get started in the business. Would you be incentivized to help Kevin grow a business and understand how he could get his business online and really make a considerable income stream happen for himself? Of course, you're incentivized to help the new person get started, which is exactly what I've been doing for 10 years. We've helped a lot of health conscious entrepreneurs get started in this business who are looking for more health, more wealth, and more freedom in their life. Whether it's adding it on to an existing business, or for some people, they're really looking for plan B, a whole fresh start. Once you hit 6A, you continue to make 2040 on all the sales that you make. There's wonderful education bonuses, but I want to draw your attention to this very important slide. This is where we offer true residual income. So when you get started, your goal is to get to 100 sales. You become a 6A and the company pays you a $3,000 bonus. If you help 2 people in your business, do the same thing. You become a 6A2 and now you're making $6,000 bonus. You also start to earn monthly and residual income, which adds about an extra 25% to whatever you're making already. You continue to duplicate this process, growing towards what you'll see in the green box is a rank that's called 6A2-3. The company gives you a one-time bonus of $25,000 and they set you up with $5,000 a month, monthly and quarterly, for the duration of the time that you're going to be involved with the company and for the company's existence. So we don't like to say it's for life because things can change, but essentially when you're there, this is now a salary. Thankfully, from my efforts, I was able to achieve this rank in December. The company is now paying me a monthly and quarterly bonus, so it's adding about an extra $80,000 to $100,000 into my pocket, but it really gives my wife, Kristen, and I true security. We know that in this changing economy, we can rely on Enagic as our retirement package. We can rely on Enagic to pay our bills because we've established this growth. So wouldn't it be nice to be involved with something that you're growing your business, you're growing your team, and whenever you decide to slow down your production or take some more time off, that the company is continuing to reward you? That's what we offer in a true legacy. The best part of the Enagic system is it is 100% transferable and willable to your family. So imagine leaving them a business that is a 5 or 6 figures a month business. This is a reality with what we have to offer. It's a true gift. And so some people want to think big, like I just explained there, and other people just want to get a free system. And that takes 9 referrals. So I ask you this question. Do you know 9 people that would be interested in drinking the very best drinking water on the planet? Most people know a few people for sure that are experiencing health issues or are just looking to optimize. So these can be direct or indirect referrals. I just want to introduce you to this concept because we have some videos that we're going to send you afterwards, but we have 3 amazing products. We have our water technology for the kitchen. We have an amazing spa unit for the bathroom. And then we have a world-class 100% organic turmeric product, which we call Ukon. So for some people jumping into our business, they start with the water system. And for others, they go all the way in and buy all 3 products, which will have advantages long-term. But you'll see that if you're curious to learn more about the business side and these products, you'll see that in our follow-up videos, and you'll have an opportunity to book a consultation with me. So let's move towards the finish line. Here are the keys to success. Promote Kangen water. Have a personal experience. Drink the water. Feel the effects. Share your story authentically. 2, share the information. Help people understand what we have. Number 3, leverage our automated online sales and marketing platform, which I'm going to show you an insight to in a moment. Number 4, you follow up with people that you share the information to. And number 5, you duplicate. Show people how to get started that have an entrepreneurial spirit. What we've been doing is leveraging the Freedom Era, which is an automated sales and marketing online platform. This is the community that I introduced Laura and Michael to. This community is really designed to help health-conscious entrepreneurs launch their brand and maximize their impact online and off. It's a complete training center. We provide sales funnels, webinars, marketing material, and continued education by the industry leaders in all areas that really allow you, if you're interested in starting an online business, well, how do you get started? What are the products? What are the marketing? What are the webinars? We provide all of that inside of the Freedom Era. And to boot, we really encourage and promote inside the community a high level, a high vibe community of health conscious awareness. We believe that a new era of entrepreneurship is upon us. And in this new era, we want to teach our business partners the 7 main pillars of online business success, because many people are starting to make this transition, especially what the pandemic has put forward in the past year, that a lot of businesses that were in person have really contracted or may not even be able to come back. Small businesses have closed considerably. Jobs have disappeared, whereas the online business world is growing. And we're able to show people through teaching them these 7 pillars. We have leveraged high ticket items, which you just saw, which was the Enagic compensation. Then there's the automation that we provide inside the Freedom Era. We show you how authentically to personally brand yourself. Here's what's working, folks. People aren't interested to buy from people they don't know or these big brand names that are just like shouting and putting Facebook advertising or Instagram advertising or news advertising. People are much more comfortable buying from people that they know, like, and trust. This is the new trend in marketing. This is exactly why you guys love Laura and Michael so much, right? Because you love and trust them. That's why your business partners or your clients come to you. And it's the same thing when you're starting in the online space. It's really about building a personal brand. We show you how to authentically do that. A big part of what we teach is inner work. It is impossible to make $10,000 a month unless you have the right mindset and the right heart in alignment in order to generate that type of income. People don't get lucky. People put the hard work in and they need to be aligned. And so there's a part of this that's really involved in inner work. We have great mentorship and proximity to success leaders. We teach you everything inside of our high vibe community. That's the 7 pillars. We really believe we're offering people a new era of entrepreneurship is here. Of course, people can start their own businesses. It is incredibly challenging, and yet it can be very rewarding. But in these days, many people will have challenges about having success there. It makes a lot more sense to partner with a community and products that already have a system, a proven system that's working. That's what we're inviting you to lock arms with Michael, myself, Laura, and the Freedom Era and the Enagic opportunity to build a business moving forward with us. Here are the reasons people are having success. We have a simple and duplicatable system. Our target market is success-driven people, people who want to make a better life for themselves. We have an incredible high-powered overrides and bonuses, a phenomenal compensation plan. We have an online automated sales and marketing system, which you've seen with the Freedom Era. Outstanding world-class products that actually work and transform people's lives. You buy our technology once and you have it for 25 years. We are a rapidly growing rock solid company, so you can really build something that will last for the future. And right now is the perfect timing to get involved. And so I ask you, did you catch the vision? If you did, congratulations and welcome to our Kangen family. This presentation, which I saw 10 years ago, wowed me. I was so impressed with the technology, the people involved, the business opportunity, that I took it serious and did my due diligence, which we're going to invite you, if you're interested to learn more, you can reach out to me and we can book a consultation. 30-minute consultation, I can answer all of your questions, although we are going to open it up in the next 2 minutes. In about 2 minutes, we'll open it up for Q&A and some of your comments and feedback. It's an open book. You can ask anything you want. But if you'd like to take this deeper and get involved, I'm going to invite you to book a 30-minute call with myself. I can find out more about your situation, what you're looking for, what your goals, and see if this is a good fit. I'll answer all of your questions and really show you, make a game plan for you of a pathway to health, wealth, and freedom. So we're going to open it up. I will drop my calendar link in the chat box so that everybody can have access to it. We'll also be sending a follow-up email that will have information, videos on the product, on the business, the webinar to learn more about the Freedom Era, and also my calendar booking link. So if you saw something here that inspired you, maybe it's on the product side and you just want to get more information on that. Maybe something entrepreneurial got stimulated for you and you can see that maybe this is a part-time or something more significant that could add an income stream into your life that you could build over the years. Reach out and let's connect. I want to thank you all for your attention and time. So much to Laura and Michael, who are absolutely a gem to work with. I think this is a great opportunity just to open up the lines and invite all of you. If you have any questions specifically on any topic, I'd love to answer them and get your feedback. Thanks for watching. My name is Kreel Hutchinson. I help entrepreneurs create success faster. If you like this content, then you're going to love these 2 videos I picked out for you. To find out how you can create more health, wealth, and lifestyle freedom, subscribe to the channel and visit my website, kreelhutchinson.com, to learn more.